Hello my friends, Ukrainian army has confirmed its presence in Konstantinivka just yesterday. Recording this video, several of the soldiers of the Skele Brigade, the favorite brigade of Syrsky, they went to the central part of Konstantinivka in the cultural building, usually the place for theaters and stuff like that, and they showed the flags, you see, but in this video I want to tell why this is a big F-up of Syrsky, because it's a freaking propaganda mission done by Ukrainian stupid Soviet military command and Syrsky personally, because you see what is depicted here, probably you'll not see. Syrsky's picture. So Syrsky sent his Skele Brigade, which is full into those scandals, the brigade that cancels its own soldiers for any sort of the violations and for military operations, which are useless as this one. So what's the point of this like show-off propaganda? We know that there are some of the infantry groups in Konstantinivka. Those were reported before, and I told about it on my channel. But guys, this is a Kadyrov bullshit style, you know? Zelensky, Syrsky, like a friendship by the cost of sacrifice of those soldiers' lives, because we know that Konstantinivka has been in the pocket. Yeah, let me show you the map just to recall. For example, this interactive map from Michael73, he is a great analyst, and I always put the link for his media in the video description right below, so you may find this map checking out his sources. So you see, the Konstantinivka is in a gray zone, but partially it's surrounded. Yeah, there is the way out for Ukrainian supplies, but Russia concentrates the fire there. And also they constantly fire towards every sort of the building in Konstantinivka itself. Russian scout supplies, you see, Ukrainian vehicle is being destroyed here on the way. It's a big problem for Ukraine to perform missions in Konstantinivka. It's a big problem to provide supplies there. And by the time Ukrainian army is struggling with the actual military operations, Syrsky sent those at least 4 soldiers, 1 operator and 3 of the infantrymen, to show off with the flags. It was their life and death mission. It was the reason for them to risk their lives for Syrsky portrait. And Zelensky, of course, because Syrsky wants to present his friendship with the Ukrainian president. Well, we have some of the news relative to Fedorov, Syrsky. Yeah, Fedorov published something interesting yesterday, so I'm gonna tell about this stuff also in this video. But you know, guys, when I saw this photo yesterday, I was pretty much shocked. You know, Syrsky, he has this reputation of the Soviet freaking stupid commander, and he confirms it. He confirms it with this operation. The most stupid thing that he potentially could do. Yaroslav Trofimov, chief foreign affairs correspondent of Wall Street Journal. Hard to think of more Soviet thing to do than ordering soldiers into the heart of Konstantinivka, the ground zero of the war in Donbass, for a photo operation with flags bearing portraits of Zelensky and Ukrainian Defense Chief General Syrsky, whose resignation is being demanded by protesters across Ukraine. This was done by the scandal-ridden Skele Regiment, Syrsky pet unit that has been accused of murdering and torturing recruits, and of sending soldiers to their deaths without much concern in Konstantinivka and elsewhere, back in the USSR. Guys, this is shit, and you may now understand, yeah, I give you the real vision on why Syrsky should go, why Fedorov resignation was the biggest mistake of Ukraine ever done, of Zelensky personally. Tatarigami UA, a good example of Syrsky's Soviet-style PR was the use of Skele soldiers in Konstantinivka today to announce the clearing of a building while standing with portraits of Zelensky and Syrsky. Have some respect for the soldiers who bear the burden of the war. Don't use them for PR. And actually it's the real video. It's not an AI, it's not some sort of the anti-Syrsky or anti-Zelensky propaganda.
Командувач, дозвольте доповісти, що сьогодні бійцями полку Скеля було зачищено будинок.
They also show some of the drone videos. Well, actually, they just infiltrated there, because Russia has no full control over the northern and central parts of Konstantinivka. Russia has the presence in southern outskirts, in some of the buildings. So what Putin says is actually lies, that Russia managed to occupy the settlement. But the thing that the same situation was happening also in Pokrovsk, where the same Skele Brigade show off some of the flags, without Syrsky, by the way. Yeah, now it's the next level of Kadyrov-style PR. But they also did those operations in a gray zone. But again, it was very risky for them to went there with the flags, because you see, this building is very well viewed from outside, so Russia may put surveillance drone and monitor their movements, and later on they might launch whatever they want. Iskander strike, aviation gliding bomb, usual drones, everything. So those soldiers, actually, I wonder how they alive, you know? Could this operation be coordinated with the Russian forces? Because for Russia it's very profitable for Syrsky to stay in power as the Ukrainian general commander. And the Russian military bloggers, they're saying about it openly. Imi Osent, who shares lots of the front images, yeah, with this avatar, but he is a great analyst. Fucking mourns, LOL. He says, not about those guys, so PS, I don't mean the guys in the video who were forced to do this, but the commanders who forced them. So that's the proper attitude. I have the same. So Syrsky, and I hope he will be dismissed. So this is the place where Ukrainian soldiers put the flag. In Konstantinivka still, but yeah, it was really risky. So Syrsky, being Russian and graduated from the Russian military academy in Moscow, he is the copy-paste of Gerasimov, the similar midwave attacks, the similar flag operations, the similar approach to the value of the human lives, of the lives of the soldiers, and not being able to adapt to the modern-day war scenario. And most of all, not willing to change and be able to adapt to the modern-day realities, to reform the army. The key factor why Syrsky is the general commander of Ukrainian army now is the absolute same thing as Gerasimov is the chief commander of the Russian army. They are loyal. They are like those dogs who are at least showing their full-scale loyalty to their masters. Gerasimov to Putin and Syrsky to Zelensky. And that's the reason why Zaluzhny was fired at first. He is also from the Soviet school, but he was not that stubborn compared to Syrsky. Nevertheless, he was not loyal to Zelensky personally. That was the main reason for him to go. I think now it is understandable for pretty much everyone.
Hey defenders, I made it to the capital city of Kyiv, and at the moment I'm outside the presidential administration.
Yeah, Jake Bro went to Kyiv. He recorded this video, posted already, and you see the riots, they're happening in Ukraine every day and today as well. And you know, Jake Bro arrived at Kyiv by the time there was the most massive Russian ballistic missile attack on Kyiv. There were at least 40 of the explosions. The drones, from what I understood, were not sent, but many of the ballistics and just few of the ballistic missiles were intercepted. Also, it was reported by Kellen Robertson, a friend of the channel. Jake Bro also posted that he felt all of those explosions, and unfortunately some part of the infrastructure was damaged. So Russia attacks Kyiv, residential areas every day, and also, yeah, sometimes even military infrastructure.
You know, this is an impossible decision currently happening when you're the commander of the armed forces and you have people taken to the streets protesting you. It doesn't matter what you did, right or wrong. You've lost the confidence of the people, and I don't know how. Given in this crowd there are veterans who have sacrificed for this country, there are family members and service members who have sacrificed for this country, and people are very upset that General Syrsky and Defense Minister Fedorov had some kind of disagreement or falling out. Zelensky's in the middle, he had to make the decision. You can debate whether it was the right or wrong decision, but you can't have this in a time of war.
Yeah. And it was created by Zelensky himself. Like, he made the decision, he chose Syrsky instead of Fedorov, and people, they had the hope with Fedorov, you see, and they're angry because the army reforms were cancelled, and it's like returning back to the Soviet times, as Jake Bro says, and it's definitely like that. There are also veterans protesting and the active military personnel. If they're free, if they have their small short vacations, they go and protest with cardboards. They're not spending precious time with the family. For them, it's important also to change the country, to change the military. The situation happening is, I would say, even more important compared to the previous scandals with the National Anti-Corruption Bureau. This is the future of Ukraine, and if Zelensky didn't reinstate Fedorov on his position, previous one, as the Minister of Defense, and he would not lay off Syrsky from his position, it means that Ukraine turned to complete disastrous situation where the war will continue for many more years, and it might end with uncertainty scenario for Ukraine in general. So it's the huge risk for Ukraine. And Jake Bro, thank you for also going to those events and putting your own lights perspective on what actually happening on the ground. Well, guys, I also understand that Jake Bro cannot criticize Zelensky that much as I am, because after all, I'm a Ukrainian citizen, I'm Ukrainian myself, and I have a complete right to do it, to judge decisions of Zelensky based on factual information. So it is the fact that he himself canceled the reforms in Ukrainian army and made Russians very, very cheerful. They're so happy that Fedorov is gone, they are having party. It's visible that he is nervous. I will turn off the sound. Yeah, it's in Ukrainian anyways. So he confirmed, Zelensky confirmed his talk with Fedorov, and he just says that he heard the voices, what people want, and he promised the changes. But what kind of the changes? He did not specify. But he looks really irritating than he says about protests on the streets. Well, he didn't call those protests, he says the voices, of Ukrainian people. But he's not still communicating with the Ukrainian people. There is no any freaking normal explanation why he took this decision, why he dismissed Fedorov instead of Syrskyi. He just said that there was the conflict, so I had to make the choice. Pretty interesting choice you made, Zelensky. Pretty interesting. It forced lots of the Ukrainians to go out there with cartoon boards protesting in the middle of the war. So it's the artificially created crisis by Ukrainian president's decisions. Bogdan Khoroshevich, who is a well-known Ukrainian veteran who served in Azov, he refused his reward that was given to him by Syrskyi. So this Polish-style White Eagle order gate for Zelensky, so our soldiers start to do it themselves against Syrskyi. And I'm telling you that lots of the talented active duty military commanders, they're resigning from their positions because they simply do not agree with Syrskyi's policy. And yesterday there was the confirmation, also shared by many of the channels, that Syrskyi gave the order to soldiers not to participate in media, not to participate in those protests, no, and for them just to shut the F up and only they may support Syrskyi. Moreover, they should record the videos, especially the commanders of the brigades, they should record videos in the support of Syrskyi and Zelensky all together, Zelensky here is just like a shield for Syrskyi to cement his ruling of the army. So the system is pretty much corrupt and being controlled by Syrskyi and his mafia. And I really like the statement of Bogdan Khoroshevich, who refused this Syrskyi's award, let's say, when people defending the general commander take the floor with this like, well, yeah, he got his mistakes, but, let me remind you that these mistakes are thousands of lost Ukrainian lives every month in certain regiments alone. So there are some of the people who do not understand this issue and they're saying, oh, he has some of the mistakes, he does those, but he's a very talented commander in some of the specific unique case if he has lots of the artillery shells and lots of the infantry. So it is stupid. Bogdan says that maybe that's why Syrskyi didn't bother passing this information on to Minister of Defense Fedorov. So Fedorov requested the actual number of the infantry losses which were happened before and which are currently out there. And Syrskyi refused to give this information. The head of the General Command of Ukraine refused to give this information, Syrskyi and his deputies. So Fedorov was out of it, and just with the help of the new digital system, he was capable to control the current losses at least in some one or other way. Bogdan says once again, thousands per month in a single unit. So the losses are, I would say, critical for Ukraine if Syrskyi continues to stay as the chief commander of the Ukrainian army. And I'm following Mikhailo Fedorov, and just yesterday he posted this one. Change is inevitable. So here we have the positive news coming from Fedorov himself. You thank me for Maria and Dia. In return, I thank you for giving me hope. So Maria and Dia, those are the online platforms which really help to the digital transformation of Ukrainian, let's say, communication of people with the government. So everything is autonomously done now, which is good. It was his reforms before he became the defense minister of Ukraine. I have never felt a responsibility this great, not even while serving in government. Thank you, our veterans and service members, for holding the line and upholding our honor. the dialogue is happening. I believe we will succeed. So he hopes for the positive changes. In this case, me too. But those changes are only somehow possible with those crazy scandals and the refusal to understand by president himself what actually happens in his country. And still there is the absence of the dialogue between Ukrainian government and Ukrainian people. The only guy who went in direct communication with Ukrainians was Mikhailo Fedorov. Immediately after he was resigned by Zelensky, he went with a detailed briefing telling what was done, what kind of the issues out there, and he described the core of the conflict that Syrsky, according to his opinion, also should be dismissed. Without it, the transformations are not possible, and the war in Ukraine will continue without any visible victory for many years ahead. So Putin is encouraged with Fedorov resignation. Alright, from today's Zelensky statement, tomorrow I will hold key talks. Today I continue consultations with experienced Ukrainian military commanders, Mikhailo Drapati. He's a freaking best commander of Ukrainian army. He should be a general commander of Ukraine. So Fedorov, defense minister, Drapati, general commander. Magyar should have more capabilities and resources to change the situation with the drones for better. So Zelensky continued to speak to those commanders, receiving reports, frontline directions, overall situation in the war. You don't need to consultate to make the main decision. Syrsky should go, and it is the main demand from Ukrainian people. Ukrainians will not join Ukrainian army. Ukrainians will not get mobilized, only by force. Because the army structure is a rotted down freaking Soviet corrupt thing. You need to ruin it if you want to survive. But Zelensky doesn't want to do it, because we know that those schemes with companies and so on, they are corrupt. And he has corrupt friends, at least friends. Well, now investigation against Zelensky is not possible while he is a president of Ukraine, but who knows, in the future, I think it could be started. So yeah, really, really stupid decisions are happening that are definitely undermine the Ukrainian abilities to fight in this war and to win in this war. Because the last half a year with Fedorov, it was amazing. But now there will be a gradual decline in Ukrainian capabilities to press Russia really hard. Sergei Sternenko shares some of the messages from our military guys who are all saying that Syrsky get lost, Syrsky пошел нахуй, yeah. So those are our really military guys. They're dissatisfied in the management of Ukrainian army a lot. Well, after reading what Fedorov wrote, I still have just this tiny little hope. There is the variant how it may play out good for Ukraine, but the chances are low. The Financial Times also writes that Zelensky might resign Syrsky in the coming future. He just waits for the things to calm down a little bit or something. Like, for now, we are not sure what Zelensky might do. We are not into his head. Yeah, we just may judge the real actions. And it seems like he is definitely panicking. Why? Because he wanted to appoint one minister of defense, then another one, then he completely changed his rhetoric. So he didn't expect for Ukrainian people to go and to protest. He didn't understand, didn't feel the spirit of Ukraine. And that's why he probably made this decision, which is profitable for some of the people in the circle of his. But it is absolutely not profitable for Ukraine and for Ukrainian army. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry that I'm still telling you about the story, but it's the most important thing about Ukraine since the start of the war. Yes, this is how it really matters. So I'm here to tell about it even more if we'll have some of the interesting news coming. But you see that the situation hasn't yet been resolved in a good way, and protests, they're even escalating. More and more people coming. So far, there are no signs that Ukrainian people would just swallow the mess happening. So Zelensky should take the proper decision. I hope he is capable for that. Or else people would call him to go. Right, guys, that's all what I want to say in this video, and thank you so much for your support on Patreon. You're making my content possible. Also, like alternate, you may support my job on membership of YouTube channel by pressing button join. Guys, you're just amazing. You're incredible. And also don't forget to press like to this video and subscribe for the channel. I wish you all a peaceful sky wherever you are and have a great time.